Hello, and thank you for tuning in. We're going to look at, very quickly, we're going to look at the difference between divine timing and procrastination. Okay? Let's take a look. Okay? And find out so that we can discern between when something is divine timing, and that's what you're waiting on, and someone who's procrastinating. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. Procrastination is the act of unnecessarily delaying or postponing something despite knowing that there could be negative consequences for doing so. It is a common human experience involving delays in everyday chores or even putting off tasks such as attending an appointment, submitting a job report or academic assignment, or broaching a stressful issue with a partner. It is often perceived as a negative trait due to the hindering effect of one's productivity associated with depression, low self-esteem, guilt, and feeling inadequacy. However, it can also be considered a wise response to certain demands that represent risky or negative outcomes or require waiting for new information to arrive. Okay? So that's procrastination. Okay? Let me read the other definition, or let me read the other word, the meaning of the other phrase, divine timing. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Divine timing is the belief that events happen at the exact moment that they are meant to according to a higher power or universal plan, not a moment sooner or later. It involves trusting that life is unfolding perfectly, even if things seem difficult, and that everything is connected and aligned for your ultimate benefit or growth. The concept encourages acceptance and patience, suggesting that you do not need to force outcomes but rather allow things to flow. So, what's the difference between someone who's a procrastinator and someone who is waiting on divine timing? The difference between someone who procrastinates and someone who's waiting on divine timing is, just as that definition for procrastination stated, that is someone who's knowing they need to speak the truth, but yet they do not because they suffer from low self-esteem, okay? Confidence, solar plexus is weak, solar plexus chakra is weak, okay? That speaks to someone who is procrastinating. I know I need to get this done, but put it off till tomorrow. I know I need to get this done, put it off till next. I know I need to speak up about this, I'm not wrong, I don't know, I'm scared, whatever. Okay? Procrastination. Divine timing is a different thing. Okay? Divine timing is knowing within yourself that all things are working together for your good. So, where's the gray area? Okay? So if you, whoever you are listening to this, if you consider yourself waiting for divine timing, I can tell you, okay, that you things in your life can be delayed because someone is procrastinating. So, let's take a job, for instance. Most can relate to a job. Not everyone has been a business owner, so I won't use that as an example. Not everyone has been a parent, but most have had a job at some point. So let's take the job, for instance. Your supervisor knows that they owe you a review, for instance. And this review will determine whether or not you get a promotion. But because you will be promoted above them, they procrastinate in doing this review. This is definitely resonating with someone. So they delay doing this review because they do not want you to be promoted above them. Procrastination is a narcissistic tendency. Procrastination is a karmic, devilish energy. It's a dark energy. It's a low vibrational energy. Again, someone who does not have a strong solar plexus chakra. Procrastination. In that situation, that supervisor who's supposed to give you that review, that's going to help you be elevated in the earth into that new position, they don't want to do it because they're procrastinating and holding back because of their low self-esteem and because of their unwillingness to come forward with the truth. Divine timing could say the review should have been done. Their supervisor is now on them about it. Where's her review? Where's his review? You were supposed to do that evaluation 2, 3, 4 months ago, 5, 6, 7 weeks ago. Where is their review? Well, I have this and I have that. I got this case. I got that paperwork. I got this client. I got that going on. I got, I don't know, whatever, this, whatever, customer, this, whatever, appointment, whatever. Any excuse can be used to further someone's procrastination. Any excuse. And that's what it is. It's not a reason. It's an excuse. Let's go ahead and take a look at the definition of a reason and an excuse. The definition of a reason the definition of an excuse. I should probably ask those. What is the difference between a reason and an excuse? A reason explains an action offering a logical, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, logical justification. The reason I was late was because of a car accident. That's a reason I was late. That's not an excuse. That's the reason why I was tardy. While an excuse is a statement offered to lessen responsibility for failure or offense, often by shifting blame. Why were you late? Why are you tardy? Well, I had to go and do this. I had to go and do that. I had to go and excuses. When in fact, the reason why they are tardy is because they slept late. Okay? They hit the snooze 3 too many times. The difference between a reason and an excuse is also procrastination versus divine timing. And yes, I'm saying this because of the video that I posted earlier on this channel. So anyone who's listening to that video and might have thought, he's not waiting on divine timing, I have a subliminal message for you. A non-verbal communication to you. That's the communication. Do you know how fucking patient I am? So, to those of you who are waiting on divine timing, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you how to live your life. But I can help you discern between the difference of a light vibrational energy that is divine timing and a low vibrational energy that is procrastination and an excuse.